Welcome back to our channel. Today I wanted to do something a little bit more geared towards like getting to know us. So I thought over the next couple of days the videos would be focused on getting to know the Bay family so that you guys can kind of get to know who it is behind the camera and that you're watching and whatnot. This is Tayler Bay. That brings me her iPad to have me type in different things. So I found 200 questions online, and I thought I would answer some of them, and then as the days progress, you can get to know everybody in the Bay family. But today will be Momma Bay, since I'm going to kind of kick this off and, you know, lead the pack, I guess you would say. So these are just some random questions, and maybe you can get to know me a little bit better, and then get to know my husband and my children. So let's do this. Okay, so the first question is, what's your favorite way to spend a weekend? I am a homebody, and it probably drives my husband crazy and a lot of people crazy, but I am perfectly fine being at home. Give me a blanket, a drink, some snacks, and the Investigation Discovery Channel, and I'm rocking and rolling. Now, obviously, I have 3 children, a dog, and a husband, and it doesn't work like that for the weekends, but that's how I would spend a weekend. That's how I would spend, like, Mother's Day weekend or my birthday weekend, is just being at home and chilling. That's relaxing is something that I enjoy doing, but since I do have a family and a dog and whatnot, and we can't just sit around the house because everybody starts going stir crazy, I enjoy taking walks, going to the park. We get my mom and dad's and go swimming here and there, but trying to keep the kids active, because I found that if they're more active, then they're calmer at nighttime, and bedtime's a lot easier. So especially in the summer, it's just staying active is how we kind of spend our weekends. I like when we get a babysitter and I can go fishing with my husband. I find that to be really soothing and relaxing. So I like doing that too on the weekends. So if it was just me here and me being a homebody and watching true crime, with the family, it's getting out and doing things so that everybody's burning their energy and feeling good about themselves. So that's my perfect way to spend a weekend. Next, what are your hobbies and how did you get into them? My first hobby would be writing and reading. I have always been a writer and enjoyed reading. Ever since I was younger, I've always enjoyed it. I loved English in high school. I'm pretty sure I took English my senior year, even though I didn't even have to. Took creative writing classes. I love it. I love writing. I actually wrote a book. I'll put the link in the description. It's a devotional type book, but I love writing. It brings so much of my soul. I get to put it like out there. I don't get to do it as often as I would like to, just because everything's just a little bit crazy right now, but all my kids will be back in school, or I guess actually all of them will be in school, because the youngest hasn't went to school every single day, but he starts kindergarten this year. So all the kids will be in school Monday through Friday next year. So I'm really hoping to really be an author. That's what my long-term goal is. I would love to be a full-time author and do something like that. So that is one of my biggest hobbies. I had amazing English teachers in school that really just inspired me and made me want to be a writer. So that's kind of how I got into that hobby. Obviously, I like YouTubing and TikTok and whatnot. I'm a social media. I love social media. And I don't know. I mean, I didn't grow up, obviously, with social media since I was born in, the 80s. I didn't grow up with social media. But when it started becoming more prevalent, I really just kind of like jumped into it and really enjoyed it. I like it. It kind of gets everybody to know my personality, and I get to meet people because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and honestly, I don't get to meet people very often. So we don't, and I don't go out to a lot of people, especially with all this stuff that's been happening, like with coronavirus and all that. We just haven't gone out and talked to people very often. So social media is that great outlet. So I would say those are my hobbies. Like I said, I'm a homebody, so my hobbies aren't really what probably typical people's are, where, you know, they're going out and doing things. Mine are more like in the home hobbies, but they work for me. I love them. So those are my hobbies. Next question. Would you say you're more of an extrovert or introvert? I always tell people that I am an extroverted introvert. And I know that probably makes no sense, but it all goes back to being a homebody. I was just telling my husband this the other day. I could be here, like if I was here by myself, I could be here every single day and never have to leave the house one time. I'm perfectly content. I could find a million things to do in the house. I don't need that social interaction. I don't need it. I'm perfectly fine just being here and doing things here at the house. Now, being a stay-at-home mom to 3 kids and a dog, it pushes me to have to get out of the house, because I don't just do things that, you know, I don't just do hobbies here through the day, you know, like I'm taking care of people. So it gets really, really overwhelming, especially like I haven't been sleeping very much. And so like, then I need that social interaction to kind of like break free and find my own self. So then when I get to go out and I get to talk to people, then I'm very extroverted. I like talking. I like meeting people. I like finding out about them and their lives and whatnot. So I'm an extroverted introvert. I like being at home. I like the comfort of my own house. But if I do get out, I am talkative. I am a jokester and whatnot. So it honestly, it just really depends. I like being at home, but I can hold my own out in the world too. So I don't know. Take that as you will. I'm an extroverted introvert. Okay? I don't know. Okay, the next one is, what is your sign? I am a Pisces. And I know like a lot of people don't put a lot of faith and whatnot into horoscopes. I'm not saying like I wake up every single day and like read a horoscope and that's how my day is going to go. I don't believe in it in that sense. But I do believe that you were born at the right time. And I was born in March, early March, so I'm a Pisces. And a Pisces, if you read anything about a Pisces, it is me to a T. I mean, every single thing is, I'm a Pisces. So if you ever get bored and want to read about a Pisces, you'll get to know me really well when you read about it. A lot of it is, you know, like artistic, empathetic, homebody, all of that kind of works together. Okay, what was the last show you binge watched? We are currently binge watching Superstore. We started watching it not too long ago. Kind of fell off the wagon a little bit with watching it, but we're on season 4, binge watching it now, and I love it. I love that show. It seriously makes me laugh. So that's what we're binge watching right now. I can binge watch The Office any day of my life. I can binge watch One Tree Hill any day of my life. I can binge watch How I Met Your Mother. Those are my 3 like binge watches. Oh, and Ghost Whisperer. I love Ghost Whisperer. But I can binge watch any of those anytime. But Superstore is what we're binge watching right now. In my alone time, like if I'm doing laundry and whatnot, I'm binge watching American Monster. It's on Investigation Discovery. But that's what I'm binge watching in my own time. My husband's not a huge true crime fan, so that's what I'm doing in my alone time. Okay, so next. Do you have a favorite holiday? Why or why not? I do. And it's probably going to be weird because I know probably most people's favorite holiday is Christmas, but mine is Halloween. And you will come to find that out if you follow this channel, and as, you know, the summer progresses, you're going to find out just how much I love fall and Halloween, because I start decorating in like August, and I wish I was joking, but I'm not. Halloween is serious here. It is life. And you will really see that. I love Halloween. We do literally from October 1st to October 31st, we do something every day for Halloween. We watch Hocus Pocus nonstop, Casper nonstop. I'm obsessed. Absolutely obsessed with Halloween. And it will never change. I love Halloween. It is my favorite holiday by far. I can't wait. I hope everybody joins this vlog, subscribes, so you can see our Halloween adventures once October comes, because you want to be a part of that. Alright, next question. in the summer, would you rather sleep with the window open or blast the AC? Blast the AC. I want to be freezing when I'm sleeping. If I'm hot when I'm sleeping, I'm grumpy, I feel sick. I don't like it. I would, like, literally last night, we have an air conditioner in our bedroom. So we had the AC going, and it had 2 fans going. That tells you anything. And I love it. I love being freezing. I love when you, like, walk into that bedroom, and that's why we keep the door shut right here. And I love walking in there, and it's a complete ice box, and then you just climb under the covers, and you get all warm. It's my favorite thing. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, blast the AC. All right, next question. How old were you when you had your first celebrity crush, and who was it? I was probably 7 or 8, I would say. And your guys, it's probably going to be absolutely hilarious, but it was Luke Perry from Beverly Hills 90210. I had his face on a nightgown. And I had to have been probably 8, I would say. But Luke Perry, oh, like, rest in peace, Luke Perry. God love him. Luke Perry. He was my first celebrity crush, and then after that, it was Jonathan Taylor Thomas. So I had a nightgown of Luke Perry, and then I had a Luke Perry poster on one bedroom wall and a Jonathan Taylor Thomas poster on the other bedroom wall. Home Improvement, Beverly Hills 90210, 2 favorite shows, my 2 celebrity crushes at a really young age. And then the last question is, what song gets you out on the dance floor? Yeah, by Usher, Ludacris, and Lil Jon. Came out in 2004. It was I think it was like the beginning of my senior year of high school that came out. My favorite song ever. I will literally, every time that song comes on, I will dance. I know every single word. That is my song. That is my jam. And anybody that knows me knows that is my song. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed getting to know Momma Bay. I'm going to hope to do some more interview. And I hope you're enjoying the noise in the background. It's a crazy house. But I'm going to try to do interviews with everybody in the family so you can kind of get to know them as the days progress. But if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. Give us a big thumbs up. Comment below any questions that you would like to ask me or anybody in our family. And we'll see you next time. Bye.